there. A lot of you have been asking me how I make the little butterflies that I often use in my cupcakes and big cakes. I'll have a couple here to show you. Just like these little veins, and they stand up and hold their shape by themselves. So I'm going to do a demonstration on how I do that. These are my most commonly used decorations. Now, you need minimal equipment, a rolling pin, sugar paste, icing sugar, something called Tylo powder. Now that's what we actually use to make the icing dry a little harder. And last but not least, and the most important piece of equipment, is a butterfly cutter. These can be obtained cheaply on eBay. You can also get them from cake decorating shops, etc. This one's a PME one from the range. Better quality, really, to be honest. Okay, all you need to do is take your sugar paste, like so, and put in a small teaspoon of the Tylo powder. Now for the next bit, I'm actually going to turn the camera down again so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, now the powder is on top and I'm kneading it in to the sugar paste. Without the Tylo powder, the sugar paste won't dry and set in the same way, and the butterflies will be brittle and break as soon as you try to push them into a cupcake. You need Tylo powder or some form of pastelage or flour paste to make any kind of decoration that you intend to set on a cake. Okay, that's that bit done. A little icing sugar on the surface. Lightly dust, and just roll out your sugar paste. Now for this, it depends really how you want your butterflies to look. If you want them to look quite thick and clunky and have a little more stability to them, roll it quite thick. I prefer mine to be a little more thin and delicate. If you are going to roll them a little thinner, do bear in mind that you do have to press down on the plunger cutter to create the veining pattern, and also bear in mind that you will lose a few because they will break more easily. Okay, this is just about the right thickness for me. It's very easy. Take your plunger cutter, just dab it a little to make sure that it doesn't get sticky on the outside in the icing sugar, and push down. Just move it around, and then before you actually lift that, the plunger cutter should be pressed down to create the veining pattern. Then all you have to do is remove it, clean around the edges with your finger, excuse the food colouring in the nails, and pop it out onto your hand, like that. Now there are lots of ways you can dry these. If you want them to actually dry in the shape that I dry mine in, simply place here. There, you can see that? This area is all being sanitised. I frequently have hundreds of butterflies drying at any one time on the counter like this. Obviously flowers, I have proper foam drying pads, and you can get cutting cards for these, but this is just easier. My little tip to you. And that's it. You can do loads of these. See how quick it is? And that's it. What you have to do with those now is patience. Leave them to dry for 24 hours, and when they're dry, the white ones will look like that, and you can do them in any colour. Just make sure you colour your fondant first.